So starting in kneeling pose, we'll bring our backs of our hands to our thighs. And with a tall spine, we'll take a few deep breaths in through the nose and release the air through the mouth. Filling our rib cage massively with all the air we can breathe in. And exhaling energy, air, and emotions that might be stagnant or not serving us. Starting to notice the physical sensations, the muscles in our faces soften, the shoulders melting away from the ears, the abdomen tucked in, and the tailbone wrapped underneath us. The contact that our legs are making on the mat beneath. Bringing our awareness back to the breath. Noticing the speed and the depth of our breath. And the speed and the intensity of our thoughts. Not trying to change anything, just being aware. Taking a moment to set an intention for our practice. Always coming into our practice with curiosity and excitement. And letting go of any competition, expectation, or judgment. Letting go of our ego. And honoring the state of our bodies in this moment. Treating the present moment as the gift, the only thing that we have is the present. And so we celebrate having come to the mat to enhance our practice, to create some strength, stability, and space in our minds. Bringing our awareness back to the space around us, blinking our eyes open. We'll bring the backs of our hands together, making fists with our fingers and our thumbs wrapping around them. Noticing what's happening in the wrists and the forearms. Perhaps we're holding a little bit of energy there that we created in other activities throughout the week. And then we'll make circles with our wrists in one direction, folding them forward, wrapping them around. And then we'll switch directions. Rolling, wrapping, circling. No specific movement pattern required. Good. Bringing our hands back down to our knees, this time the palms facing the thighs, and we'll give ourselves little shoulder rolls. Again, in one direction, we'll do both. Working out some of the cobwebs in our neck and our upper back. And then switching directions. Good. Coming back to neutral. And we'll make big arm circles. So bringing the palms forward, we'll draw the arms all the way back. Big circle. Palms facing forward, we wrap around. Rotate the hands. Big circles. At whatever speed feels good. Keeping our torsos tall, starting to lift the chest. As we open up, taking more air in, creating space between the shoulders. One more in this direction. And then we'll switch directions, drawing the arms up and around. Rotating up and around. Maybe even starting to get into the lower back, opening the abdomen, with a gentle back bend. 2 more. Good. Resetting, and we'll do 1 arm at a time, drawing it back and around, alternating sides. Gentle twist of the spine to warm it up. Bring a little bit of synovial fluid for fluidity. Starting to look over our back shoulder. Maybe using the planted hand for a bit of leverage. 1 more on each side. And then we'll switch directions. Back, drawing the arm back and around. Warming ourselves up gently. Not worrying about matching our breath to the movement just yet. That will come. Excellent. 1 more on each side. And then we'll come all the way back down to all fours. Bringing our knees underneath our hips, our hands underneath our shoulder. We'll move side to side, starting to check in with the side body and the lower back. Allowing our head to sway left to right. One more big breath here. And then we'll bring our hands wider, maybe just off the mat. We'll slowly lower ourselves down, and then we'll shift our weight to one side, working into the upper arm and the chest. A modified puppy pose here. And we'll shift over the other side. Lowering our shoulder and the side of the chest into the mat. We'll go back and forth 1 more time. Opening the chest, reaching and gazing over the planted hand, the supportive hand. 1 more time to the opposite side. Yummy. And we'll come back to center. Bringing the hands back under the chest. Deep breaths in and out through the mouth. On the next inhale, we'll lift our left arm all the way up off the earth, reaching it tall. On the exhale, we lower. Inhale, we lift the opposite arm, reaching above the back. Exhale, we lower. We'll do that 4 more times on each side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Opposite arm. Exhale, lower. With purpose and full breaths, pausing at the top and bottom to start to slow our breath. Gentle rotation of the spine. One more on each side, starting to feel the tricep engaged. And we come back to center. Readjusting the knees under the hips, the hands under the shoulders. We curl the toes under. And we're slowly going to work through our cat-cow with progressive knee lifts to eventually work our way into down dog. Always starting with the lower back and the tailbone. Inhale, pressing the earth away, opening the abdomen, lifting the chest, gazing up. Exhale, we round out, looking back towards the feet. We'll repeat this. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, rounding. And on the next exhale, we'll start to lift our knees slightly off the earth. Maybe an inch to start. Lowering them back down. Inhale, pressing away. Exhale, reaching and looking back. Lifting the knees maybe 2 inches. Starting to feel the abs engage. Letting our heads hang heavy as we look back towards our feet. Lifting the knees higher each time. Let's do 2 more. And then we'll float our way up to down dog. Good. Keeping the knees bent. Deep breaths in, finding grounding of our hands. And on the exhale, we'll press our knees back. Inhale, we lower the knees. Crunching in. Exhale, pressing them back. We'll do that. Repeating this motion with our breath. Slowly starting to press the heels towards the earth. We're pressing into our arms. We're not collapsing. And our heads are hanging heavy. Two more. Excellent. Holding in our down dog. Maybe shifting our weight left to right. Pedaling or just finding stillness, whatever suits us. Checking in with the neck and the jaw, that we're not holding tension there unnecessarily. Breathing space and lightness throughout the entire back body. Two more big breaths. Excellent. We're going to float forward into a plank, so maybe walking the toes back or the hands forward. Plank. Kneeling, so we're in extended plank here, and we'll do a few chaturanga press-ups. Wrapping the elbows forward, we tuck the elbows into our sides, we press up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we step back, down dog. Great to meet you there. Floating into plank, inhaling, full plank here, and we'll do 5 more chaturanga press-ups. Torso is parallel to the floor, abdomen is engaged, we're up on our toes, nice and tight. Inhaling, lowering, tucking the elbows to our chest, pressing up for 5, 4, lowering to the knees as needed, 3, 2, last one. And we step back into down dog, lifting our hips. Oh, yay for that. Starting to feel a little energy. flowing through plank and to upward facing dog or cobra. So floating down, we've got our chaturanga. We can lower all the way down and press up. And then step back to down dog. We'll do that 4 more times. Finding a flow, pressing, gentle back bend, down dog. 3 more. Finding a flow that suits us. Kneeling or full plank options. Good form. One more big flow. Powerful. Good control. Solid pose, solid form. Good. Back into our down dog. Yay for that. Taking a deep breath in between. Now we're going to lift our left foot off the earth, letting it float, pressing all of our weight over to the right side. The heel presses to the earth. Tall reach with the left leg. And then we'll bend the knee, opening up the hips. Excellent. Rotating the hips back to center. We gaze forward, coming up on the toes of the right foot. We step through into a plank. Left knee comes into our chest. Holding here. The left knee is going to come over to the left arm. We're going to slide up and down. Up and down. Sliding up and down the left arm. Tucking into the abdomen. Pressing the earth away. We come into the shoulder blades. 1 more. Excellent. Extending the left leg back, pressing the weight into the right heel. Yay for that. Gazing forward, coming up on the toes, step through, crescent lunge, first lunge of the day. Reaching up, finding calm strength and equal balance between both legs. Checking in with the breath. Reaching the arms tall, elongating the side body. And we hinge forward. Vinyasa option, plank, chaturanga, upward facing or cobra. We meet up and down dog. Three big breaths in between. And we'll repeat on the opposite leg. Letting the right leg float high. Finding our grounding in our hand and our left foot. Our heads are hanging heavy between the arms. Bending the right knee, opening the hips, gazing under the left armpit towards the foot if possible. Then checking in with the sensations on the right side of our body and lower back, maybe through the back of the hip. Good. Rotating our hips back to center. Gazing forward, floating into our plank, bringing our right knee to the right elbow. And we're going to slide our knee up and down the arm. Once again, pressing into the shoulder blades, tucking the abdomen up and through the spine, as if it's being lifted to the sky. Two more. And we extend our right leg all the way back. Good. Once again, gazing forward, coming up on the toes of the left foot, we step through crescent lunge. Staying up on the toes of the left foot, finding our balance, reaching our arms tall. No doubt feeling a little bit of energy pulsing through our shoulders. Lowering our hands to heart center or behind our back at any time needed. Good. Hinging forward, plank, vinyasa option, or coming into down dog or child's pose. Whatever suits us. And we'll take our few breaths in between to reset. Nice. Excellent. Next sequence, floating our left leg high. Bending at the knee, opening and rotating. Oh, feeling all those yummy sensations in the lower back. Good, coming back to center, floating through to our plank. The left knee is at the left elbow. It's going to cross to the right, back to the left, and extend. Repeating this. Floating left knee, left elbow, across to the right, back to the left, and extend. At our speed. Pressing the weight back into the right heel as we extend the left leg tall. We'll do one more. Good. Finding our placement back in our three-legged dog, gazing forward, coming up on the toes. Right foot, stepping through. Warrior one, we plant that back foot, we reach our arms up. Calm, strength. Checking in, we can see the toes beyond our left knee. Excellent. Hinging forward, plank, vinyasa optional. Meeting up in down dog. Beautiful. Taking our few breaths in between. And allowing our right leg to float up on the next inhale. Bending the knee, opening up the hips, rotating. Breathing space into the lower back, wherever we might be holding tension. Excellent. Rotating the hips back to center, we float through to our plank. Right knee, right elbow, crosses to the left, back to the right. We extend the leg, pressing our weight into our left heel. Repeating here at our speed. Slow and with purpose. Right, left, right. Extend. We'll do one more. And we extend back. Gazing forward, coming up on the toes. Left foot stepping through. Warrior one. Opposite side. Planting the back foot. Reaching the arms up when we get here. Checking in with our posture. The left glute is engaged. Beautiful. Hinging forward, plank vinyasa optional. Meeting up in down dog. Taking our few breaths in between. Good. Our next plank series will be a press up. Left knee will come to left elbow. We'll press up, so chaturanga, and we extend back. Oh. On the next inhale, we lift our left leg off the earth, finding grounding in our hands and our right foot. We float through, bringing our left knee to our left elbow. Press up, optional. Extending the back leg. Bringing it back, press up, optional. Extending back. Left knee out, left elbow, chaturanga, press up for 2 more. Woohoo! 1 more is the goal. Feel those triceps light up. And we extend our leg back. Good job. Gazing forward, up on the toes, right foot stepping through, warrior 2 this time. Arms come parallel to the floor, if the shoulders will tolerate. Keeping our hips underneath our shoulders, extending the arms parallel to the floor. If the shoulders are feeling torched, no ego, no judgment, we bring the arms down. Checking in with the toes of the left foot. Maybe we sink a little bit farther. Good. Windmilling our hands, planting, plank vinyasa optional. And we'll meet up this time in child's pose. Lowering our knees. Bringing our hands behind our back, rinsing out the energy in the wrists, maybe making fists, rolling, or stacking the arms above our back. Options, whatever feels good. Checking in with the rhythm of our breath. All the sensations in our shoulders, our arms, our wrists, our hips, and our lower back. Two more big breaths here. Good. Walking our hands forward, we'll do a forearm plank before we do our opposite side. Don't worry, I won't forget. Up on the toes, lifting our knees, torso is parallel. The arms are in front of us. The elbows are under our shoulders. We're going to pivot our lower body so that the heels come to the right. We're still in our forearm plank. We're only pivoting the feet, maybe stacking them or scissoring them. Holding the hips high. Calm, steady rhythm of breath. Pressing into the shoulder blades. Torso is parallel. 2 more breaths. We got this. Oh, coming back to center, back up on both toes. Child's pose, sinking back. Ah, we sigh it out. 1 more big breath. And we'll come back up into down dog, doing the opposite side. Curling our toes under, lifting our hips. Good. Pressing all the way back through the heels. And on the next inhale, we'll lift our right foot high. And once again, we're doing our chaturanga press-ups. Bringing our right knee to the elbow. Option to press up. Floating forward. We do what works for us. We challenge ourselves to our max. We're doing it for 5. Is the goal. Keeping those elbows tucked into the body. Good job. Finish strong. Step through. Warrior two. Woo! Torch those shoulders. Finding our calm inner strength. We made it. We're back on our feet, checking in. We can see our toes beyond our right knee. Our hips are under our shoulders. We bring our hands down as needed. Otherwise, we reach and extend long from the shoulders. Bringing our rhythm of breath back to its steady, original state as when we started our practice. Good. And windmilling ourselves forward, planting our hands, plank vinyasa optional. Down dog. Good. Floating down into child's pose, only to get ourselves back to our forearm plank. Lifting our knees, engaging the quadriceps, finding our stable and stability here. Torso should be parallel to the floor. We're going to shift our heels over to the left this side, staying high in our forearm plank, pressing into our shoulder blades, stacking or scissoring the feet, keeping our hips high, steady rhythm of breath. Our neck is neutral. We can move it around. Good job. One more big breath. Yay. We rotate back, up on the toes, lower the knees, child's pose, sinking the hips back. Deep breath in, sigh out. Rolling the wrists around. Beautiful. Opportunity to take a sip of water at this point in our practice. We have the option to play around with a headstand. So we're going to interlace our hands, our shoulders, our elbows, our shoulder width. They're underneath us. So we've got our knees under our hips right now. We can shift our weight left to right. Just feel that motion, shifting left to right, elbow to elbow. Good. Curling our toes under our shins. We're going to lift our hips as step 2. This is our dolphin pose. Good. We can shift our weight left to right again. Shifting elbow to elbow. We've got that stability. That's our box. Okay. We're going to bring our toes in a little bit, just to stretch out the back of the legs, pressing the heels towards the earth. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Good. Lowering the knees back down. Keeping the toes curled under our shins. Step 3. We're going to tuck our head in between our interlaced fingers. So the head comes down to the earth. We're going to cup the back of our head into our fingers. Good. We can rock forward and back, side to side. Our head is stable and it's supported in our cradled hands. Lifting our hips up. Step 4. Boom. Seeing how the weight of our body presses into our head. There we go. Getting ourselves accustomed to our inversion. Coming down onto our knees at any time. Good. Getting used to it. Takes time to condition ourselves to be upside down in this position and building a little bit of confidence as we go. Option is step 5. We step up. Maybe we bring one foot off the earth. Maybe we try to kick the second one up
Notice what's happening in our abdomen. Good. Just play around with this for a little while, checking in, noticing what happens in the abdomen. Maybe you start to feel that you're getting a little bit of gravity. We're centering our hips over top of our shoulders. The goal will be to eventually stack both feet on top of our hips on top of our shoulders into a shoulder stack. Option, if you're doing this on your own, is to go against the wall and throw the legs all the way up against the wall so that at least we have support in case we lose stability. We're going to try here to see how we feel, where our center of balance is today, making sure that those elbows are still stacked underneath our shoulders. Just think, we could be back up in planks and challenging our wrists, but we're going to do this for a little while. Tucking up, checking in with the abdomen. And then option, once we've built our confidence, to extend the leg up, maybe both. Feeling the weight disperse through the shoulders and the head. Good job. We'll be here for a few more minutes. Readjusting as needed. Keeping our abdomen tight. And we're into the shoulders. Coming out of it at any time you feel you've had enough fun. Catching our breath. Beautiful. Good. Coming back into all fours. We step back into down dog. Do one more lunge sequence. On the next inhale, we lift our left leg high. Bending at the knee, opening up, looking underneath the armpit, building on the pose each time we do it. Gazing at the foot that's bent and hanging. Good. Rotating, bringing the left knee to the right elbow, crossing the body, and we extend back. Crossing the body, plank, extend back. 3 more. Good, back into our 3-legged dog, gazing forward up on the toes of the right foot. Step through crescent lunge, reaching our arms back up, hands to heart center, finding our calm inner strength, our even stability, and we rotate over the left knee. Final lunge, gentle twist, tall torso. We're elongating as we press the right elbow into the thigh. Lifting the knee with the quadricep engaged, dynamic tension through the whole body. Can we rotate a little bit more? Can we lengthen the spine and calm our breath? Excellent. Rotating back to center, planting the hand, Vinyasa option or down dog. Beautiful. Meeting up in down dog for 3 big breaths. Working that out. Excellent. Next inhale, we let the right leg float up. Bending at the knee, opening the hips. Working to look underneath the left armpit at the right foot. Pressing into our hands, pressing into the shoulder blades. Heavy head. Building each time through. Good. You know the drill. We rotate the hips, the right knee comes to the left elbow, and then we extend the leg back. Boom. For 5. For 4. 3 more. Crossing the body, slow, with purpose. Good. Extend that right leg. Press the weight into the left heel. We gaze forward, we come up onto the toes, step through, crescent lunge, reaching our arms up when we get there. Even strength and stability. Hands to heart center, we rotate over the right leg. Pressing the left elbow into the right thigh, elongating the torso. Breathing space between the vertebrae, gazing up. Calm strength. Dynamic tension through the entire body. Can we rotate a little bit more? Beautiful. Pivoting back to center, planting the hands, Vinyasa optional. Down dog. Pedal that out. One more big breath. And you'll be happy to know we are done our planks and lunges. We're to float our way through, lowering all the way down to prone, flattening our feet. Lovely. Good. We're going to start by reaching our arms forward beyond our head. The feet are together and planted on the mat. Beautiful. And bringing our foreheads down to the earth. We're going to lift our arms and our chest. Inhale. And then lower. Exhale. Reaching up, engaging the back muscles, and lowering down. Keeping the feet firmly planted and together. One more. Good. Releasing here. Bringing the arms into cactus. We have an option here to bring the arms to cactus or to our head. Let's see how we do in cactus first. The feet stay together, planted on the mat. Now we're going to lift, peeling the chest off, drawing the shoulder blades in and back, and then we gently lower. Chin comes back to the earth. Deep breath in. Exhale, lifting the chest up. Inhale, lower. Repeating this. Good. Option to bring the hands to the head. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Feel the back muscles engage. Feeling strong. We'll do one more deep breath in. Excellent. Lower all the way down. Bring the hands behind the back, interlacing. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. We're going to lift the chest and the chin off the earth, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the hands as possible. Reaching the knuckles towards the feet. The feet are still planted on the earth. Neutral neck in alignment with the spine.
Good. And we release out of that. Keeping our hands alongside our body. And we'll reach back as if we're trying to grab our feet, but our feet are going to be lifted off the earth. So here we go. Reaching the fingertips back, reaching the toes long, lifting our chest, engaging the glutes. Superman. Calm, steady rhythm of breath. Feeling our arms, the back, the glutes, the legs, everything is firing up. Good. And we lower. We've got one more to do. Shake that out. And then we'll reach our arms long again, alongside our ears. Superman, we'll lift both arms, both legs. Deep breath in. Exhale, we lift and we hold, reaching tall. Neutral neck. Two more big breaths. Yeah, we let go, releasing to the earth, shaking it out. Deep breath in from the nose, sighing it out to the mouth. One more just like that. Excellent. Hands under our forehead. Bringing our awareness to our third eye. Appreciate the moment of having stopped. And perhaps taking a moment to reflect on any intention we may have set at the beginning of practice. Good. Bringing our awareness back to the space around us, bringing our arms back to our sides, hands under the chest, and we'll come all the way back and up, and we're coming onto our back supine. We'll finish off with a few abdominal focused moves. A sip of water in between. Good. And then slowly making our way onto our backs. Legs are extended long on the mat. Our arms will reach above our heads, so we're in our reverse supine Superman. And we'll go through a series of hollow holds, which we haven't done for quite some time. We're bringing the heels together. We reach long. On the exhale, we're going to lift our arms and our feet off the earth about a foot. So taking a deep breath in here. Exhale, pressing the lower back into the mat, lifting arms and legs. And then we inhale back, lower. Exhale, keeping the heels together, arms are alongside the ears. Inhale, lower. Repeating this. Good. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep going. There's 5. Feeling the abdomen light up. Oh yeah, we've got 2 more in us. I can feel it. Last one. Big breath in. Oh, yay for that. Lower, gently inhale, wrapping the knees into the chest. Give them a big hug. Oh. Good. Second exercise is we're going to do a double crunch. So again, bringing the legs to 90, reaching long, and then crunching in. Reaching long, crunching. Modifying as needed. Head up or down. Big reach, whether with just the legs or just the arms, it's fine. We build up slowly, week by week. Beautiful. 2 more. Good. And this time, let's extend, bringing our legs and our arms to the earth. The head is down. We arch the lower back, breathing into our abdomen. Beautiful. Allowing the lower back to reset, we bring our arms to our hips. We're going to tuck our knees back in over our hips. Or straighten them up. Good. And while we scissor our legs, we're going to bicycle our arms. So hands come to the sides of the head. And we're going to slowly bring the right elbow to the left thigh. Opposite, left to right, right to left. Scissoring, hovering the legs, slow and calm. With purpose. Keeping the feet flexed as possible. Oh yeah. 2 more on each side. We've got this. Maybe shaking and wobbling, but that's all right. We're doing it. Yes. Last one, each side. Beautiful. Hug it in. Oh, lift the head off the earth. Tuck the knees into the chest. Lowering our shoulders and our head to the mat, stacking our feet. We'll come into a plow pose. Bring the feet over our head, grabbing a block if we need. If we don't know that our lower back can absorb that intensity right now, that's fine. I'm going to scooch down a little bit. And I'm going to help my hips with my hands as I push over, gently working my way and my weight into my shoulders, driving the toes to the earth, opening the neck, slow and steady. This may be all we can do today, that's fine. Slowly building up the flexibility to be able to tap the toes to our block or to the earth. Again, no competition, no expectation. We move within the means of our body, fitting the pose to our body, not our body to the pose. Calm, steady rhythm of breath, feeling the electricity in the back of our legs. Calm and steady. Coming out of that whenever you're ready. Otherwise, staying with me for a few more breaths. Pressing the heels to the sky, lifting the legs, pressing into the back, the hamstrings and the calves, pressing the knees towards the sky. Good. Bending the knees, bringing them back towards the side of the head with our hands against our hips or our lower back or on the mat. We slowly lower ourselves down with as much control of our abdomen as possible. 1 vertebrae at a time, hips and legs, allowing the lower back to assume its natural curve. Bringing our hands to the side of the mat, palms facing up, deep breath in, and we sigh it out. 2 more just like that. Good. Drawing our right knee
knee into the chest, left hand comes over, and we come into a gentle spinal twist. Trying to keep our right shoulder blade on the earth, looking over the right. And slowly allowing our right knee to melt towards the earth. Checking in with the lower back. Breathing into any areas of discomfort. Checking in with the rhythm of our breath. Good. On the next inhale, we'll come back to center, slowly helping our knee and our hips back. Releasing our right leg down to the earth. Deep breath in between. And we'll do the same thing with the left knee, tucking it in. Right arm comes over, and we gently rotate into our spinal twist. Left arm extends from the shoulder. We can gaze upwards or over to the left. Keeping our left shoulder blade on the earth, glued to the earth as much as possible. And again, just breathing into the heart center, breathing space into the chest, the side body, and into the lower back. Calm, steady rhythm of breath. And on the next inhale, we come back to center, helping our knee and our hip over, gently coming back. Bringing our knees into our chest, big hug. Head up or down. And option to either come back into Shavasana for as long as needed, imprinting the practice on our muscle memory. Or option to float over to the side, pressing ourselves up into an easy seated pose, whatever feels good. Giving gratitude for the opportunity to practice together. The determination to get to the mat today and to create this time and space for ourselves. Continuously building resilience of ourselves and our community. Thank you for sharing this time with me and for continuing to build your practice with me. Namaste.